I just wanted to give my subscribers who ride for me, the ones who have been loyal from day one, and even the ones who really don't have the time to be on YouTube or YouTube streets, I wanted to give you something to think about other than being entertained. Are you ready? Do you have what you need if a national emergency occurred today? Do you have the things you need for you and your family? It's something to think about. I found this article. It's titled People Who Panic During an Emergency. It says, I've read statistics that 80 to 90% of people will panic during an emergency or will be unable to stay calm during an emergency or survival situation. So those folks who are relying on those strong and pillars of societies in your life who you look up to and think will be there when push comes to shove. Some of those people might, who have never been in an emergency situation might really let you down. So again, how many of you are ready if an emergency occurs in this country, in your state, in your city? How many are you ready? I've been talking to people in my private circles for years. Since 2015, I've been asking them how many are ready for whatever emergency. It doesn't matter. If you live on the West Coast, any day your electricity can go out. That's why I don't understand why Gavin was pumping these electrical vehicles. You can't even handle what's going on now with the electrical grid. This electrical grid, where was it? Built in 1910? Okay, back on topic. How many people ready? How many people can handle a civil war? How many people can just handle a regular emergency? Earthquake, severe earthquake, flood. How many people finally invested in generators? How many people have portable generators? How many people have a source of energy other than electricity? How many people have candles, matches? Do you have anything? Do you have extra canned food? Did you stockpile food while you was going out buying new cars and shoes and luxury bags? Did you go and invest in power tools? Do you have something? If something broke out in this country and people attacked the electrical grid, do you have something that can produce energy? Do you have a way to defend and protect your family? Anti-gun people? How you gonna protect your family? Do you at least have some kind of like a knife, axe, machete, a can opener? I'm talking about the manual kind. How many people have manual can openers? If you don't have electricity, can you open a can? Do you have coal? Did you go and buy barbecue coals so you can at least cook on a barbecue pit? You're so dependent on modern technology that it's made you weak and stupid. How many of you can go forage and get some food? How many have a little small garden? Do you have something you can barter? Do you have liquor you can barter with? You can barter with liquor. It's not just to drink on a weekend and have a little party or get together. If you have liquor and push come to shove, you can barter with that. You can trade it for something. Ammunition. Those who have guns, do you have enough ammunition? Do your family know how to use the gun if you have to go out and do something? If the roads are blocked, do you have a bike? If you have an electric bike, how are you going to charge it? A motorcycle, scooter? If you can't get through streets in a regular car, gas, do you have gas cans? Are they filled up? I mean, these are things you need to think about. other than the latest gossip and what these celebrities don't give a damn about you, because push come to shove, they're going to go hide in their $1 million bunkers with their families and let you fend for yourself. These politicians you're supporting, they're going to go hide their $1 million bunkers and let you fend for yourself. And then when the coast is clear, that's when they're going to bring their asses out. In the meantime, in between time, what are you going to do? How can you protect those who have loved ones who can't take care of themselves? How are you going to protect them? How are you going to protect your babies? See, these are things that America doesn't want you to think about. That's why this world see Americans as lazy and infantile, because they literally lead you with these dumb stories, these dumb beefs, these dumb things that take over the media. Who did this? Who did that? Who gives a F about what these people are doing? Most of these stories are fake anyway, just to draw your attention away from what's really going on. And you fall for it all the time. So if these assassinations are real or fake, the question is, what's going on? And if they are real, you need to be concerned. Who is trying to put all Americans in jeopardy? We already got this thing going on with these Venezuelan people out here. I'm not saying all of them, but I'm talking about the gangs, the terroristic gangs. Now, what's going to happen if everybody is fending for themselves? All that getting up, going to the grocery store, that's over. Driving your car to work? What job? Going to go get some gas, it's a done deal. It's no more gas. Driving your Tesla down the street like you big and all that, like you just high post because you got a Tesla, it's a done deal. How you gonna charge it? Cell phones. Do you have a satellite phone? I remember I was somewhere on social media and I asked people how many had a satellite phone. You know, people had their little jokes. I'm like, oh, okay. So if you ever need one and you don't have one, how many people think they're going to be able to go to somebody's house and ask, can they get some weapons or a satellite phone or get some food? They're going to look at you like you crazy. You have plenty of time to do something, to get something, to stock up something. And you didn't. I have satellite phones. I don't know about y'all. Because if the cell networks, and most people don't even have landlines anymore. You rely, your main communication device is your cell phone. So if these cell phone towers get knocked out, how are you going to communicate with people? I mean, at least if it was you and other family members had some satellite phones, when push come to shove, you guys would be able to communicate with one another. You don't even have that. How many people have two-way radios? Walkie-talkies. If you don't know what they are, look it up. How many people have two-way radios? And two-way radios that travel distances. I have some. So I'm just saying, these things, what happened with Trump this second time around, it just made me think about things. I have been talking to people in my personal circle for years, and it made me think about the people that I've been talking to, how many people have actually heeded what I said. Do you have enough food to last you for a whole year? And now, we ain't even gonna say a whole year. Do you have enough food to last you for a month? At least a month. Do you have enough food for each of your family members? Do you have enough water? The world has been laughing at America for so long, and what's so funny is you guys really actually think you are like at the top of the tier. You think everybody around the world looks up to you. No, they don't. Not anymore. Not like they. It might have been a time they did. But I guarantee you there's some children in other countries that know how to defend themselves and know how to forage. They know how to go out and find food to take care of themselves and their family. How many of you have kids that can do that? If you're immobile and you can't get around, your kid can leave out this house and come back with some food. And I'm not saying break into a neighbor's house and steal food. I mean actually go out and go find some food. You got to think about your life now, and think about if hell breaks loose, what are you capable of doing? What are you capable of doing? How are you going to be staying in contact with your loved one if all you have are cell phones? And you need to go out and find something for you and your family. How are they going to stay in contact with you? You're not going to be able to rely on your neighbors anymore, because when fear breaks out in the land, when chaos and fear breaks out in the land, you're going to find out who's really strong and who's not. And that neighbor you used to sit back and have barbecues with and talk shit with, that neighbor might be your biggest opponent when it comes down to it. So instead of laughing and making jokes about this, it's time to sit down and be serious and come up with a plan with your family. What you guys are able to do and what you can't do. And then perhaps link up with some families, like 4 or 5 families come together, link up together. So you know that you 5 are going to have each other's back no matter what. Okay, this family got this, and this family got that. This family knows how to do this. This family knows how to do that. At least link up with some of your neighbors. People are so antisocial today, and I'm not talking about the clinical definition of antisocial. I mean the antisocial in a sense where you're not friendly with your neighbors. You've been living around them for 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Don't know one another. Haven't bothered to get to know one another. And if an emergency happens, you're on your own. You don't even know them enough to run to their house and ask to use their phone, because you've been so selfish and stuck on yourself and arrogant and bougie and yuppie that you didn't think you was going to ever be in a situation where you might need some help. So maybe it's time to get out of your comfort zone and get to know your neighbors and develop some kind of plan. Real talk. You might feel like, oh, I'll feel weird if I go talk to a few of my neighbors and ask them, hey, if an emergency happen or emergency go down, can we work together? Like, if I go out and, if emergency go down and I'm responsible with going out and doing this and finding this and trying to bring things back home to help us, would you help take care of my loved ones? Would you help watch over my home? And vice versa, I'll do the same thing for you. I have gas. So, if you need gas, I'll help you out on gas. If you help me out on, if you have extra water, if you have the ability to share extra water, it's nothing wrong with that. It's not saying you have to be best friends with them, but damn, some of y'all you don't even know your neighbors good enough, like I said, to even ask, can they make a phone call for you? If you lose your cell phone or if something happened where you can't even charge your phone up and you need to make a call. I believe there's at least 1 or maybe 2 neighbors, and I'm being real with you, maybe 3 neighbors that I believe if push comes to shove, we can link up and we can do some things and we can work together and help one another. Family, but I'm sure push comes to shove, yeah, I have some family members. Let me correct that. Family, I believe if push came to shove, I have some family members that I can link up with, or we can link up together. I just did this video to give you guys something to think about. I really do want you guys to think outside of the box. What are you able to do if a national emergency occurred? What are you able to do for yourself? So it seems like if you don't have a generator, you guys better go out there and get them. If you don't have a portable generator, you better go out there and get them. We have weapons, all sorts. So all I'm saying is, if push come to shove, you come knocking on my door asking, can you help me? I'm gonna look at you like you're crazy. Yeah, I love people, and I'm commanded to, but I'm not stupid, because if you had the same amount of time I had to prepare, and other people who took this stuff seriously, you had the same amount of time as we had to prepare, you think I'm going to be giving my sources and supplies to you, and you was hard-headed and rebellious and didn't take nothing serious, and didn't read the signs? Okay, I'm about to shut up the shop. Another thing, don't let these people that you guys listen to and look up to lead you down the wrong road. And when it comes down to it, they won't even give you a piece of bread if you were starving. All right, folks. Thank you for your time and attention. Thank you for commenting, liking, and subscribing and sharing. Sharing is caring. And I will see you in the next one. Take care.